Today's podcast is a collaboration between SNEV and ISEV-TV. SNEV is a student-run platform which connects EV research students and early researchers globally. The SNEV podcast series is a platform where students interview advanced researchers. Our podcast series is all produced and edited voluntarily and self-supported. This podcast was recorded live as a video at ISEV 2026 in a roundtable format and modified for the podcast to audio format, which is why you may experience unusual differences in audio quality. The video format is also available on ISEV-TV and our YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Heather Tanner, and thanks for joining us for another SNEV podcast. Today I have with us Dr. Ortiz and Dr. Huang on the LOC and IOC of the ISEV committees. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the conference, how it came about, and their experience with organizing the conference, and maybe some more. You'll find out. So if you could just introduce yourselves, please.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Yiyao Huang. I'm currently an assistant professor at Sun Yat-sen University in Shenzhen, China. So for the ISEV meeting this year, I'm one of the International Organizing Committee member, and Irina and Alexis, three of us are basically responsible for the program planning for the education day.
Yes, my name is Carmen Ortiz. I'm an assistant professor here at Puerto Rico in Ponce Health Sciences University. We are currently in San Juan, but Ponce is in the south side of the island. And in this meeting, I was invited to be a member of the local organizing committee. And through that, I was also invited to share some sections about tumor biology and blood cancers. And I was also involved in the local satellite events.
So what was the main reason you wanted to join the organizing committee?
Well, I guess for me, part of it because of my personal interest, because I still remember the first ISEV meeting I joined, which was back to 2018 in Barcelona, Spain. And that was also like my first international meeting. And it was just a blow of my mind. I really enjoyed the academic vibe there and, interact with people. And I heard a lot of good talks. And since then, I almost join each of the ISEV meeting every year. And when it came to the ISEV, when they were, so I'm serving on the ISEV board and meeting and program committee. For each of the meeting, we usually dedicate 1 or 2 people to follow the whole schedule to make sure the meeting will going to happen smoothly. So when they asked for the volunteers, I said, oh yes, I would be happy to contribute as I have been benefited from this meeting a lot. And also I think part of the driving force was my training experience. I did my PhD in Southern Medical University. My mentor, Lei Zheng, is vice president of Chinese Society for Extracellular Vesicles. So we built our first society in 2017, and we also held annual meeting every year. So from that kind of experience, I kind of get to know how organizing meeting would work, and that made me feel I also have that kind of experience and expertise that could contribute to the meeting.
Yes, so in my case, it felt like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have the meeting coming to Puerto Rico. I have been working in the field of EVs for 5 years, but I hadn't been able to attend an ISEV meeting. So for me, it was like a win-win situation when I can contribute to the meeting and also attend the sessions that have been awesome, the content have been great. And looking into the role within the local organizing committee, for me, it was also very helpful because I got to know and meet other EV researchers, even within the island, because although the island is very small, we don't really knew each other. So this was an exercise for us to meet each other, to try to organize the EV community. So for me, it was very exciting to be able to come, learn, participate, but also contribute not only to the meeting, but also to the organization of the EV community in Puerto Rico. So for me, it was a win-win situation.
Why did they choose Puerto Rico?
So
How does that work?
initially, for what they said in the plenary session at the beginning, it seems like they do like a chapter rotation, and then they have to do a meeting, or they choose to do a meeting in South America, I guess. So they talk about that Puerto Rico did a very high bidding to come here. That's what they told us.
So somebody from Puerto Rico have made a bid to have it here, or was it a joint group of scientists that made this bid? Like, how does that work?
At least for us, we were contacted after the decision was made.
Oh.
So they only contacted us to help with somewhat with the organization, to try to bring the cultural aspect into the meeting. If you saw the dance at the beginning in the opening ceremony, like try to plan or include activities that would highlight and get the international community to know Puerto Rico a little more better. But we were not included in the initial decision. We were contacted just after the decision was set. They just contacted us for help regarding the cultural and scientific aspect within the Puerto Rico community. I don't know if Yiyao has
maybe I can chime in on that. But first, I want to say that dance is beautiful, wonderful. It's called cabezudos, right?
Cabezudos.
Yes, I really
Cabezudos.
love that. And thanks for this like brilliant idea to bring this to the ISEV meeting. So I think when I joined the meeting, I was part of the meeting and program committee. So for each of the years, we try to get proposal from different countries in the certain region, like their idea to host the meeting, and we also get like proposal from them regarding, for example, the venues, how many people we could accommodate, and also the expense. And it's actually kind of a long discussion, and I think so this should first come to the meeting committee, and the meeting committee will propose a few locations to the whole board, and we will have like a voting process to decide. And I think that's like at the end we choose Puerto Rico, not only because there is a good proposal there, but also because of we want to bring this to Puerto Rico and to get more people from this region to involve in the EV society.
Okay, so was it like you approached like the city of commerce or something, or the commerce in each country, or?
Well, I think our chair actually did that, but I think that should be the case, because we have this geographic chapter rotation. We are actually already starting planning for 2028 in Europe. In that case, the chairs actually reach out to the local society to see if they have have the willingness to hold the meeting at that region, and if so, we will continue to provide the detailed information to ask them to give a proposal to have that meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to dig. I'm just very trying to clarify. So you talk to the city or the country or because Puerto Rico is a territory, so you talk to the government of Puerto Rico to make a proposal, or like who exactly?
I think mostly the academic societies, not like the government.
So what is the society in Puerto Rico for EVs?
So we don't really have a society established, like a chapter or something. We are just researchers that are doing their work separately. We hope that's gonna change after this meeting. But I think that maybe the approach was made to universities. Maybe University of Puerto Rico, not necessarily the government, because in our talks we were deciding who was going to come to talk in the plenary or something, and the government was not that involved from the beginning. But I think that it's my guess, because I don't really know, but my guess is that they talk with the main universities in Puerto Rico, maybe University of Puerto Rico in San Juan, University of Puerto Rico in Mayagüez, which are the big universities here in the country.
So it sounds like you started a new organization because of this. You started like your own EV group, or like a Latin American EV group. What is the name of the group?
Well, we don't have an official name yet.
Okay.
Because this was just the beginning. We haven't like actually established it, but this gave us a good opportunity to see how many actual researchers or EV researchers are in the island. And we could also created a directory, which was shown in the Meet the Local section, which with a QR code that everyone in Latin America or any researcher can just scan it or use the link to look through all the different areas of potential collaboration. So I think that's the first step. So now we have the directory, we know who's working with what kind of EV research in Puerto Rico. So our next logical step would be try to establish an organization and maybe join other organizations that are already organized in Latin America to see the model, to see how we can establish our concrete organization in Puerto Rico. But this really gave us like that initial step that we needed to know who's working with what and to know how much research in EV is currently being done in Puerto Rico.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you and for the community in Latin America, South America. That's that's really great. So, what was the most challenging part of organizing the conference?
Well, so the most challenging part, I guess, our process is kind of goes smoothly. We have a big team to work together, and I think everyone tried their best to take tasks. And and this is the second last day of this meeting, and I overall feel like everything goes pretty fine. But I think the most challenging part, it might be like when you plan for such like a big meeting, there are a lot of uncertainties. Like when it haven't started. In the last minute, some people can't join the meeting, and then you need to kind of fix the schedule. And also, as all of the committee members, they are from different parts of the world. We need to, find the most suitable time for all the people to join us. Yeah, but other than that, I feel, I didn't see a lot of. It's not easy, but it's also not like quite challenging during the process.
So in our case, I think the most challenging part was try to select the best way to represent Puerto Rico to the world. Like, that we have a very rich culture. We have bomba, we have plena, we have salsa, we have merengue. So trying to highlight the most important cultural aspect of Puerto Rico was kind of hard because we have like a lot of choices, and it was difficult just to see what would fit also the kind of activity, right? Because we don't want like a very loud music at some point. That should be at some point in the meeting, that should be something like more like formal. So that was kind of challenging, trying to select the appropriate way to highlight Puerto Rico. And also, it was kind of challenging trying to find the EV researchers within the community, like Dr. Maribella Domenech did the most effort in this area. She developed a survey with my help and Dr. Camilo Mora, and we tried to distribute it as much people as we needed, even sales rep, different universities, but we got so few answers back. And we were kind of, we shouldn't be that little community, but it seems like it's like that. We got like 17 responses, including faculty, students, lab techs. So I think that we really are a very small community, but we do a lot of research. So that was challenging, but also surprising.
Okay. So how can one join the organizing committee either internationally or locally?
Well, so I guess I briefly mentioned. So in my case, I joined this committee because I'm part of the board member and I'm serving on the ISEV meeting and program. and I volunteers to help to organize this meeting. But I think in most of the case, ISEV, for example, we have many meetings ongoing every year. And when the plan settles, they will usually put that news on the website, and you will see the chairs and the LOCs. So I think if anyone feel like that's the area they interested in contributing, they can just contact the chairs listed on the website to express their interest to join.
In my case, it was very interesting because we were, I think Fabrice reached out to me and the other group of EV researchers in Puerto Rico. And basically, it was based on a maybe literature search, if you have done previous work or published previous papers. So that's the important thing about publishing, right? Because people can associate your name with your specific field. And that's the way that we were selected. Like we were doing EV research, we have published EV research, and we are from Puerto Rico. So in our case, we were actually recruited for this task.
Okay. So how are the tasks delegated either within your group or between your groups?
I think we also do that in a volunteers way, because for our LOC, we have monthly meeting every month. From the beginning, we need to contact the sponsor. We also spend a lot of efforts to fund the locals in Puerto Rico, and we also need to identify, the keynote speaker, featured speaker. We need to collect abstract and do the judging. So all of this works, we usually, bring that up to the committee meeting and ask who is willing to help with that. And some people will, decide to join based on their background and expertise.
In our case, it was similar. We used to have monthly meeting with the different committee members from the ISEV to try to brainstorm ideas and to see, to give them options regarding the cultural aspects. And then when it came the time to try to develop the survey or to organize the Meet the Locals activity specifically, then it was just volunteering, right? So we just planned, Dr. Domenech and I planned on the side, in separate meetings to see how we're going to approach this. So it was mostly volunteering within the committee.
A lot of people with initiative.
Mm-hmm.
That's really great.
Yeah.
What are the key differences between this conference and previous ISEV conferences that you've?
Well, I think, first the location for sure. I mean, this is a nice tropical Ireland and Caribbean Sea. And I mean, when I just came to here, I already feel like everything is different. The culture, the sightseeing you see, and the people you interact. That's the most different part. And other than that, I think each of the years we try to bring some new features. And this year, I think some of the committee members, they proposed to have an happy hour during the poster session so people can, have more time to check all those posters and also interact with each other. We also try to put up the flash talk session. So, people who presenting posters, they can only have the chance to, introduce that to more of the peoples. Yeah. So a kind of combination of both the environment and also the program itself.
Mm-hmm. So for me, it's my first ISEV meeting, so I don't have a comparison, but I can compare it to other meetings that I have attended. I'm a cancer researcher, so I really like the structure of the meeting because it's not like a very large meeting. You have all the sections and you have a lot of different content in a very structured format and a space that is limited, that it allows you to walk from here to there. It's not like a very big meeting with 20 different rooms with all concurrent sessions. So you can attend the sessions that you like, go to the posters. So the structure of the meeting, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Great. And the cabezudos again.
And the cabezudos.
Yeah.
That's very Puerto Rican.
Yeah, we usually do some kind of cultural show at the beginning, but this one is really impressive, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
It was great. So what are your key takeaways from being part of the organizing committee?
So, what do you mean by like takeaways? Like, what do
I guess, what did you learn?
what do I learn? Yeah, I think that is, as one of the committee members, we need to connect different peoples. We need to team up to work together to make this happen. And I think my most important takeaway is like you always do better communication, do communicate with others, and like team up together to make things done.
My main takeaway is that I realized that we do have an EV community in Puerto Rico, EV researching community in Puerto Rico, and also for me it was surprising to see the diversity of research even within the EV field, the different diseases, the different applications. So my main takeaway is that EV research is very broad because I'm from more in the biomarker side, so it was interesting to me. So, but mostly that we do have a community that we really have to get organized and to try to make the best out of it.
Okay, and I have one last question. What would your advice for the next organization committee be?
Well, I guess like prepare as early as possible and team up together, and also prepare for uncertainty because anything could happen. And yeah, you just got to prepare for that. But don't worry about that. Everything will be solved at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think preparation is crucial. Mm-hmm. If you want to have a smooth meeting and you want everyone to be happy and be able to enjoy it, just plan ahead.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's great. I'm so glad that we could come together and have this meeting. I really like how you guys accentuated the point that, we're a very diverse community and that in order to work, we have to work together. I really like that. I think that's important in science. And it was really brought up during the conference a lot. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope I get to learn more about your research in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.